There's only one reasonable thing to do after a terrorist attack, and that's to give unlimited airtime to defenders of the ideology that led to the terrorist attack. Oh, did I say reasonable? I meant really, really stupid. But that won't stop all of the major news networks from spending the next month bombarding us with the absurd notion that Islam is as peaceful as a teddy bear, napping on a bed of puppy love, wrapped in a warm ray of sunshine. I have a bit more respect for my viewers, so I'm going to try something different. I'm going to help you understand why the terrorist attack happened and why many others will inevitably follow. And you have my personal guarantee that if you pay attention for the next few minutes, you will understand all of the nearly 21,000 terrorist attacks that have been committed in the name of Islam since 9/11. It's always good to begin things with a prayer, so let's stop by the interfaith prayer service that followed the second Boston massacre. Nasser Wadadi is sharing a verse that gives him comfort in the midst of tragedy.
From Surah Al-Ma'idah, the passage declares that it is inspired by the Jewish tradition, by a decree to the children of Israel, that whoever kills a soul, it is as if he killed mankind entirely, and whoever saves a life, it is as if he saved all of mankind.
Is that what the Quran says, Mr. Wadadi? Can I get another witness?
Well, why don't you read the part where it says that anyone who takes a life is as if he killed the whole world, and anyone who saves a life is as if he saved the whole world.
How about a third?
The Holy Quran teaches that whoever kills an innocent it is as if he has killed all mankind.
I've seen the same claim about the Quran on CNN and Fox News and the Wall Street Journal, so it's probably a wonderful place to start. Let's take a closer look at America's favorite verse of the Quran, Surah 5, verse 32. For this reason did we prescribe to the children of Israel, I guess Wadadi was right when he said that this verse comes from the Jewish tradition. For this reason did we prescribe to the children of Israel that whoever slays a soul, unless it be for manslaughter or for mischief in the land, it is as though he slew all men. And whoever keeps it alive, it is as though he kept alive all men. And certainly our apostles came to them with clear arguments, but even after that, many of them certainly act extravagantly in the land. So the Quran says that this teaching was prescribed to the children of Israel, the Jews. In fact, we know exactly where this comes from in the Jewish writings. The Talmud, Mishnah Sanhedrin, chapter 4, reads, Adam was created alone to teach you that if anyone destroys one life, Scripture reckons it as if he had destroyed a whole world. Conversely, if anyone preserves one life, Scripture reckons it as if he had preserved a whole world. Given Islam's perpetual hostility to Jews, going so far as to call them the worst of creatures, isn't it ironic that the most peaceful passage in the entire Quran happens to be a quotation from the Jewish Talmud, where a Jewish rabbi is commenting on the Torah? It's even more ironic when you realize that according to Surah 5:32, Allah gives Jews the right to carry out legal punishments for manslaughter or for mischief in the land. Well, what land would that be where Jews have legal authority from Allah to enforce Jewish law? Is it A, Australia, B, China, C, Saskatchewan, or D, Israel? So according to the most popular Quran verse in America today, the land of Israel belongs to the Jews. Do keep that in mind when you quote it, my Muslim friends. But we're not done yet, because things get even more interesting when we read the verse in context. Context is important, isn't it, Congressman Ellison?
You know, their books are complex. They're compiled, and taking them out of context is a very easy thing to do.
Context, context, context. Surah 5, verse 32 was a Jewish teaching. So what did Allah ordain for Muslims? The answer is found in the very next verse, Surah 5, verse 33, a verse that you will never hear from President Obama, declares, "The punishment of those who wage war against Allah and His Apostle, Muhammad, and strive to make mischief in the land is only this, that they should be murdered or crucified, or their hands and their feet should be cut off on opposite sides, or they should be imprisoned. This shall be as a disgrace for them in this world, and in the hereafter they shall have a grievous chastisement." Verse 32 is about what Jews are supposed to do in the land that Allah gave them. Verse 33 is about what Muslims are supposed to do if someone commits the vague crime of making mischief, or as some translators put it, striving after corruption. According to Surah 5:33, if you make mischief or strive after corruption in a Muslim land, Muslims are supposed to kill you or crucify you, or for lesser crimes, chop off body parts or imprison or exile you.
Every Muslim should be a terrorist. Every Muslim should be a terrorist.